Good morning. During World War II, all the planes which used to fly into enemy territory and come back, they used to have a lot of bullet holes in it. So the think tank, the people who are making the strategies, they caught hold of all these planes which went to enemy territory and came back with bullet holes on it. And they said, okay, the areas where the bullet holes were there, they are weak. So they collected all the planes and made a map on the plane as to where all the bullet holes are there. The idea was that the areas which had a lot of bullet holes were probably the weakest parts, and those parts need to be made stronger so that the planes don't get damaged so easily. Now these planes could not fly again because the holes were there, because of the bullet. So what they thought, the areas where the bullet holes are maximum, those areas must be made stronger. They are the weakest parts of the plane. They should be made stronger so that the next plane which goes there will be able to withstand these bullets. Makes sense, right? And one person came along and said, no, it is not like that. The areas which do not have bullet holes are probably those where when the bullet hit the plane there, the plane must have crashed in the enemy territory, and those planes have not come back home. Planes went to enemy territory, they got hit by bullets. Some of them would have crashed there. They would not have been able to come back home. The ones which came back home with bullet holes, the areas where bullet holes are there are probably not so weak. The areas where there are no bullet holes, those places when the bullets have hit the plane has crashed. So those are the areas which need to be made stronger, and those are the weakest areas. Do you see how the interpretation varies? The facts are the same. They mapped out the number of bullet holes on the plane, but one group said that where there are bullet holes, they are the weaker part. The other one is saying where there are no bullet holes, that is the weaker part. Isn't it? So the facts can be interpreted in so many ways. Right? I'll give you one more story. A bunch of intelligent people, they caught hold of a frog. They wanted to try an experiment on it. The experiment was to see how the frogs hear. So what they did, they got a splint, and one of the frog legs they splinted, meaning so that the frog cannot move the leg. And they said jump. The frog jumped. With 3 legs it was able to jump. Then they got another splint and splinted the other of the 4 legs. They splinted 2 legs. So the frog can use only 2 out of 4 legs now. And then they said jump. The frog was able to jump, not as good as with 4 legs, but it was able to half jump. So then they took one more splint and they splinted the 3rd leg of the frog. So now the frog, though it has 4 legs, it can use only 1 leg. You can't jump with 1 leg. Then they said jump. So the frog kind of struggled to move forward. Not able to jump, but it moved forward with just that 1 leg. Then what they did, they took another splint and splinted the 4 legs. It was almost as if all 4 legs have been cut. The frog is not able to use the 4 legs. And they said jump, jump. With 4 legs not being able to use, how the frog will jump? It just stood where it was. It was not able to move forward, backward, nothing. So the conclusion or the result they came to was that when all the 4 legs of the frog are cut or paralyzed, the frog loses its ability to hear. Does that make sense? The facts are the same. The frog is not able to jump when all 4 legs are splinted. But the conclusion was that when 4 legs are not working, the frog is not able to hear. We also do that many times, We collect facts. We get so many facts and we interpret them. Facts are one thing. They are true. But the interpretation or the reasoning and our understanding of it may not always be right. I'll give you a simple example. Today that person didn't talk to me. That person didn't look at me. Didn't smile at me. So immediately, that is a fact. Immediately it starts. Okay, that person is angry with me. Yesterday I told that, so that person is angry with me today. It may not be that at all. Maybe that person is worried about his home or his job or his salary or God knows. Maybe so many things, right? Many a time we also misinterpret facts. Facts are different. Our understanding or interpretation is different. And we may not always be right. There is always another way of looking at the same facts. Isn't it? Next time you interpret facts, think of these stories. and make sure you are interpreting it the right way. Bye.